I think that the position of satellite within the overall communications infrastructure, it's changing quite a lot at the moment, Randall. A few years ago, everybody thought that satellite was something special, almost a sort of black magic approach. It took a special kind of guy to work in satellite communications, and if you spoke to them, you couldn't really understand everything that they were saying. Life is changing. Satellite is becoming a much more accepted aspect of communications in general, and that's what we need to achieve, really. We need people to avoid thinking of satellite as something special, and satellite as just being just a technology that can be used and can bring benefits as much as many other terrestrial communication technologies. And we're seeing that by satellite communications infrastructure adopting the standards that are being adopted by many other terrestrial communication systems, such as the Metro Ethernet Forum standards for carrier Ethernet. Now, using our open space technology, satellite communications can talk that language just as much as 5G, just as much as regular Ethernet carrier providers. And so it can all come together to provide a seamless service without needing to worry about the technology that's being used. Life in the teleports is becoming much more complex. We've got these new constellations of satellites that are being launched, thousands of those in some cases. In other cases, we're still working with geostationary satellites, but we're seeing software-defined payloads, so everything's very flexible. The type of service it's delivering right now can be different in the next 10 minutes, can be different 10 minutes after that. So very flexible, makes life complex. The antenna and the ground systems that we need, again, need to adapt to develop to meet those new requirements. And so trying to do all of that in the old manual approach, somebody needs a new service, right, let me buy in the pieces of hardware, I'll get them shipped to me, and now I'll get my engineer or engineering team to go and plug all of that together, and 2-3 weeks later, or even a few months later, the system's ready to go and deliver that service. That can't happen anymore. People are expecting things to happen so quickly, and so we're moving towards a software-defined networking architecture that allows these systems to be put together in minutes for an automated request to come in to deliver this service, and for it to be configured and ready to go a few minutes or even a few seconds in some case later. That changes the needs of the teleport operator, needing different skill sets, or at least just redeploying some of those engineers that previously were manning cables to now think, how do I configure software, or how do I solve the new problems that we're seeing in teleports? And Kratos can certainly help with that and bring those new technologies and help to explain them and to help teleport operators through that transition. Whether the teleport operator wants to move to these new software-defined networking technologies now or at some point in the future, with new systems, they want to be ready for it. And so that means the architectures that we're putting together for them, we're able to bring our digitization technologies to take the RF signals into the digital domain immediately at the antenna. And then right now sometimes it's just being used to transition across site to their machine room, to their operating center, or indeed to a diversity site a few kilometers away. But it sets those operators up for the future where they can move to a fully software-defined network and use that same digitized data to then do all of the network functions in software, rather than needing those physical hardware modems that are nailed up for a particular application. In future, everything is now happening in software, and we can build those teleports that today are using hardware solutions, if that's what the teleport operator wants to continue with, but are ready in the future to move to software-defined networking when they choose to do that. Different things to different customers. Some customers When they want a turnkey system, it means they want us to deliver most parts of it, but they want their own engineering team to be heavily involved. But we have many other customers who don't have an in-house engineering team. It's not economic for them to maintain that when they're doing this exercise once every few years. And so what we are really able to deliver is true turnkey, which is we get a specification, we agree exactly what we're going to deliver, and then Kratos can really allow the customer to focus on what they're good at. Maybe it's winning new subscribers or setting up their new broadcast service or creating their new network that they need to build, while Kratos get on with delivering the teleport equipment that's required, such that a few months later when it's ready we can literally say, here's the training, here's the keys, everything is absolutely ready to go, and the customer hasn't needed to get involved with, in some cases, the civil engineering or the provision of utilities or the building of new equipment rooms. If they want us to, Kratos can deliver all of that and literally say, here are the keys, you're ready to go, sir.